Hello, thank you for joining Loretta Coleman Live. We are so happy that you chose to tune in and join us on our today's broadcast. We welcome you to join us every Monday and Tuesday at 6:55 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We keep it real. We inform, we do interviews. We let you know what's going on in the community. And we have everyday conversations that can help you and that can help me. So we thank you for being a part of Loretta Coleman Live. So sit back, relax, enjoy, call a neighbor, call a friend, and get ready for Loretta Coleman Live. We're keeping it real, we're keeping you informed, and we want you to know this that we love what we do, and we love the fact of having you as our special guest on our show. If you would like to be a guest, you may email me at Loretta Coleman 33 at gmail.com. That's Loretta Coleman 33 at gmail.com. Now get ready for Loretta Coleman Live. Well, happy Tuesday, everybody. We welcome you to Loretta Coleman Live. We are glad that you chose to join us on this blessed and beautiful Tuesday, a day that the Lord allowed us to see and to be here and to witness. And we just want to say thank you. We want to thank you for tuning in. We want to thank those of you who will also go back and watch the replay. We want to thank those of you on our three Facebook pages, on LinkedIn and YouTube. We thank you so very much. We want to say thank you to all of those for the wonderful comments that you always send. You know, what we do is not easy. What we do sometimes is, sometimes you get a little down, sometimes you may get a little discouraged because the people you support don't really support you back. But I want to say this to you: whether you get support by those that you support, as long as God is for you, He is more than the whole world against you. And He will give you favor with people that don't even know you. He will give you favor. He will have people watching you that don't even know you. So I want those of you who may have podcasts, those of you who may have radio programs, those of you who may have any type of talk shows, I want to offer encouragement to you. Be encouraged. Stay focused in what you do. Know that what you are doing is to the glory of God. Put your show or whatever you're doing in God's hands, and I can guarantee you He will continue to bless you. Now, we got a power pack show tonight. We have Pastor Alice Williams Ellison. She was on with me a couple of weeks ago, but we had a powerful discussion, but we couldn't see her face like we wanted to see it. But tonight we're going to talk about accountability. We are going to talk about accountability. And I was just telling somebody, because he said, "What are you talking about tonight?" And I said, accountability, something we all need to hear. We never reach the point. So we have to learn every day about something that we should have done, something we should have taken responsibility for, but we didn't. It's like a learning phase every day. So I'm gonna bring her on because I'm gonna let her teach us tonight. I'm gonna let her teach us tonight. But before we start, let me speak to a couple of people. Joyce Johnson, my cousin, thank you for watching us from Lakeview, South Carolina. We appreciate you. Sheila Williams, thank you for tuning in. Kathy Johnson, one of our faithful listeners, we say thank you so very much for joining us on tonight. And we'll have other people as well. You know the drill. We're going to be doing that hand wave once she start talking, because once she start talking, we're going to turn her loose and we're going to let the Lord have her way, because we want You know, people say nobody can help. Let me see how they say that. Nobody can hold anybody accountable. But if you're wrong in what you're doing, learn to say, I'm sorry. Learn to say, I was wrong. You got to learn to say that. That'll save yourself a whole lot of problems. Ain't it right, Pastor?
That's exactly right. You're on it already.
Amen. So, what I want you to do, you can introduce yourself in your own way and let people know who you are, the name of your church, and we go there. I mean, doggone if we ain't got my cousin on here. Oh my God, look at my cousin. Hey Doa, how you doing? Thank you for joining us. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, well, I am Pastor Alice Williams Ellison, the pastor of the Greater New William Street Baptist Church. I am married to Bishop Joseph Ellison, and I've been pastoring now. This will be my 12th year in September, and I have been enjoying the ride. I thank you again for allowing me to come and be a part of your platform. Hopefully, I will be able to say something to help someone, and someone may be able to say something to help me. So I'm just a joy to be here on tonight.
Well, tonight we're going to talk about accountability. Now, what do you mean when you say we're going to talk? We know it's a broad range topic. I hear echo somewhere, but it's a broad range topic. What do we need to know about accountability?
Accountability is. I'm going to turn my set down here. Hopefully that'll help. But accountability is a word that a lot of people I found recently try to avoid. They like to push responsibilities. Accountability is connected to responsibilities. So for one to be responsible, they got to be ready to accept accountability. And a lot of times people are so caught up in themselves till they lose focus of accountability. And accountability is just saying that I'm the one responsible. I'm the one that's going to take care of it. If something happens, it was my fault. If something good happens, I did it. But people today, Reverend Coleman, they only want to take accountability when it's for the good. Nobody wants to take accountability when things just don't go right. Then there's some folk who are so caught up in themselves to they will never accept accountability. But accountability is so important. And it's important because the Bible says so. It says, let every man give an account for themselves. But we love to point the finger at he, she, and them instead of taking accountability for ourselves.
Accountability, like I said, is a broad term. How can I be accountable for doing something wrong if you don't bring it to my attention? I may not know I did something wrong. I may not know I need to be held accountable for what I did or for what I said. If you don't communicate that to me, how can I be held accountable for something that I don't realize I did?
Well, at that point, Reverend Coleman, you're off the hook. If I don't bring it to you, if I don't mention it to you, not to no one else, I need to bring it directly to you. If I have the issue with you, you're the only one that can fix it. You're the only one that can accept or deny accountability for how you made me feel. Not saying that it's wrong what you did, but it's what happened that made me feel that way. But if I never bring it to you, then you're off the hook because you can't accept accountability for something that you know nothing about.
How do we get people to acknowledge the fact? Okay, you have people stop talking to people because of what I just said. I don't know that I offended you. I don't know that I did something that you don't like. And you just shut down on me. And then I'm wondering, well, what did I do wrong? You can't fix something that you don't know you did.
Exactly. Exactly.
So how do you witness to me? Tell me something, because I find myself a lot of times people just shut down, but I have no reason why. And then when you ask them, when you say, have I done anything? They say you did nothing, but their actions are different. You're not really accountable. You're not really being honest and accountable to yourself, because you know within your heart there's really something that's bothering you that person did. And do you understand what I'm trying to ask?
Exactly. But Reverend Coleman, I used to do this, and I'm so glad that the Lord has actually helped me and delivered me from it. I tried to fix things that I didn't know that what was wrong to fix. And so if a person doesn't share it, then again, I say you off the hook. I've learned to accept the things I can change the things I can, and ask God for the difference, ask God for the ability to know the difference. We tend to want to, what's wrong, what I did. If I offended you, I'm sorry, but tell me what's wrong. We tend to want to pull stuff out of people who don't want it pulled out of them. Some people just want to be mad for no reason. Some people want a reason to walk away. And sometimes when that comes about, we need to just accept what they're trying to give us and move right on past it. If I don't ever tell you, like me and you we don't talk every day. It may be every 3 months. It may be every 6 months.
4 or 5 months, yeah.
4 or 5 months. But you know what? You know that I love you. And in every time that I have said something or did something that made you felt some kind of way, you say, now let me tell you, you made me feel some kind of way. And you allowed me the opportunity to explain to you why that happened. But if you never told me and then start just acting funny for the every 3-6 months we talk, then there would be a dark cloud. There would be some division. There would be something there that would make me say, what did I do to Reverend Coleman? She won't even answer my calls. She won't even talk to me. But if you never take the time to tell me, then I can't fix it. And the bottom line to it is, it's not fair. It's a very unfair gesture when we don't share what someone has done to offend us. It's unfair.
Oh Lord, listen. Hey everybody, she done got me started now. Say that last part again, because I got mixed up here. I want to come back and ask you a question.
The unfair part is very unfair when you don't tell me what I did to offend you. And that's the part that so many of us are missing. So many of us think that I don't have to tell it. I don't have to share it. You know what you did. But, you got to know your people. But then when you say something that really you didn't really mean to offend, but if I don't tell you, how are you going to fix it? How are you going to know? And it's unfair. And it's selfish.
Well, how fair is it for everybody to know what's going on with you? Everybody know. Well, Loretta said this to me and I didn't like it. But Loretta, now I tell people, and you know what, you've heard me say it, I know I can be short. If you don't, what you call short, I may not call short. You understand what I'm saying? But if you don't bring it to my attention, say, do you hear how you said that? Or I don't like how you said that to me. Then that just, that's just another conversation to me. But then when everybody know, well, I'm mad at him because, or I'm mad at her because, well, then why couldn't you tell me? Why did I have to get what you didn't like secondhanded? Or why? That's not fair. That's not right. And that's what causes confusion with people, because they're going to add their 2 cents to it. They're going to add, and then it's going to make it worse than it was.
Well, it's a coward that's afraid to come and tell it to you, a coward. Because number one, either you're afraid, or there's no truth to it, or you just looking for a reason, an excuse. But the thing that I found so interesting is that what you may say to me, I can handle it. What you may say to the next person the exact same way, they can't handle it. But instead of coming and let you know, they're going to go and tell whoever will listen and add something to it and put the body movements, the head and the neck and everything rolling and make it bigger than what it was. Now I'm going to tell you, when we talk about just telling stuff and we talk about talking to one another, two of the most dangerous things in communication when we're talking about how we're feeling, the two most dangerous ways to communicate that is by email and text.
I had to learn that because you say it with a tone.
Listen, when I read what you sent me, I'm adding my head, I'm adding my neck, I'm raising my voice, I'm adding power and all that stuff where you may not want it. Emailing and texting is the worst form of communication when it comes to trying to resolve an issue. But people hide behind text messaging and emails. And please don't post something on Facebook because everybody just know you talking about them.
Well, now, everything that's posted on Facebook is not about a person because somebody just asked me, huh?
They think that though. They think that. They think you talking about them. Well, why she put that on Facebook? Why he put that on Facebook? She talking about me. People get caught up in what's on Facebook, not realizing it's just another form of communication. You may be expressing how you feel because I put stuff on there all the time. Post of encouragement, post of warnings, post of anything. But why do people automatically take what you put on there? I've gotten people to call me who you was talking about.
Me too.
Who you talking about? But why does it have to be that way? Because whatever I have to say to Loretta, me and you have had a relationship where we know we can come and say it. We've got that kind of relationship.
It ain't already been good though. It ain't always been good.
It didn't start off that way. But one thing, let's go back now. Let's go back. Let's help the people.
Yeah.
We did not start off with a good relationship.
No.
Even with that, nobody ever came back, was able to say, Alice said this about Loretta. Nobody has ever came to me and said, Loretta said this about you. And we're at a point in our relationship to where if somebody came back and said, Loretta said that about you, I will know what's the truth and what's a lie. That's the thing that gets me with people who have been around you for so many years, people who know who you are, know your character, know that you will tell them and will allow somebody to come back and say, Loretta said. Reverend Ellison said. But you know that Reverend Ellison ain't short of words. You know Reverend Ellison will take accountability and come and tell you just how she feels. But instead of you come and asking or inquiring, you take and hold that in your heart. Or you take and walk around with it and use it as a defensive mode against what we used to have based on what somebody has come back and told you. That's frustrating. It's frustrating.
You know, it's frustrating and it's really sad.
It is.
Because you know a person, but just because you hear something and it sounds good, you're easy to jump on that bandwagon. Now, I know every time somebody's upset with me, because the whole crew is upset. You understand? Yeah. So I've been a topic of discussion. If one person in that group get upset with me, then none of them people in that group is going to treat me the same. And here's the danger in that. Suppose you and I, when we were going at it, we had spread each other's name. And now we on here talking. And somebody sitting over there in their house with a grudge in their heart, holding it against you, holding it against me because they remember what we told them when we were upset. We
Yeah.
have gotten past that, but they
Right.
still remember. And that's why we got to be careful when we get upset with people and have accountability, because when we get upset, we voice something to somebody else. That person may not be as strong as you and me, and that person may hold that for life.
Mm-hmm.
They may
Mm-hmm.
hold that for life, and then me and you good, and they still over there hating on me.
He's still mad with you. Yeah, he's still mad with
Come
you.
on, preach that. You need to preach that. You need to preach. You need to preach that. You need to
But come
preach
on,
that.
give it to me because you know how I preach it. If
You
it
need to
makes
get
sense,
that.
I'll
You
preach
need
it.
to get that.
Yes, 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 yes. Accountability.
Yeah.
Accountability. We have
And
to
then
remember.
and then I'm gonna say this, and then I'm gonna let you have it. I'm gonna let you
Okay.
have it. Well, let me say hi to the legendary Jay Valentine, the original, the only original member from the Mighty Clouds of Joy. Much love to you. Now I forgot what I was getting ready to say. God dog it.
Uh-oh.
Oh, well, go ahead. If I think
Well,
about it, I'll
it'll
hold
come
up
to
my
you. It'll
hand.
come to you. It'll come to you.
You
Um,
know.
we
Oh, I
when
know
we
what I was getting ready to say.
okay.
I can't stand people, and Lord, y'all pray for me, who hop from person to person, pretending you be your friend when I'm your friend. You know what I'm saying?
Say it again.
Either you my friend when I'm
Okay.
doing good or when I'm doing bad. You
Mm-hmm.
can't be my friend only when I'm doing good. You got to be my friend when I'm walking through the fire. When scandals are broken, you got to stay in there with me. Just don't be friends when just I wish I had, but if I win the lottery, don't pretend to be my friend then.
Mm-hmm.
Be
You know,
accountable to me when I have nothing and when I'm
that's right.
going through the fire. That's what gets me, and I need help with that.
But we use that word friend so loosely. I don't even know whether I have any. We use that word so loosely, friend. I preached a sermon once that said, God protect me from my friends. I can handle my enemies. Watch
Wow.
out for frenemies.
Mm.
Because one thing about somebody who don't like you, and even when we didn't care for each other, we stayed
Mm.
out of each other's way.
Yes. Yes, we did.
And that's why we can have a genuine friendship and communication now is because you never heard I said
You
anything
breaking up on me
about you.
some
I
kind of
never
way.
got anything that okay. And that was okay. But what happens, like you said, people tend to talk about you to somebody else. And then when you and that person that was doing the talking begin to communicate, the other person is confused because you told me that this person was like, how you go be around that person when you've talked about them like that. And so
Mhm.
when I preach that sermon, protect me from my friends, protect me from the ones that's pretending, the ones that's in my face talking about friend. If you need me, I'm here. My enemy is going to show you exactly who they are. I don't need no protection from them because I see them, I know them, and they make themselves well known. But those
Mhm.
ones that's walking around pretending and that can only be my friend when somebody else ain't around, I don't need them kind of friends. You
Mhm.
talk to me when so and so ain't around. You
Mhm.
hug me, you call me, you my friend when somebody
Mhm.
else is not there. But as soon as the person that you talk about me to and with, you can't be my friend when they're around. But what gets me, Reverend Coleman, is that the ones that used to come and say, "Well, she said so and so and so and so, and she said so and so," and I said, "Well, what you were saying? Why
Mhm.
do they feel so comfortable to come to
Mhm.
you and talk about me?
Mhm.
If you're my friend, if you're my
Mhm.
friend, the next person should not be that comfortable to come to
Mhm.
you and talk about me.
Mhm.
Where is your accountability as my friend?
Mhm.
There should be something about you that make that person say, "Oh, I can't go over there. I
Mhm.
cannot touch that. I cannot talk about Loretta to
Mm-hmm.
Alice. There
Mm-hmm.
should be something about
Mm-hmm.
my friendship with you to let them know they can't do that.
Mm-hmm.
But how are you going to say you're my friend and you letting other people come talk about me to you? What you was doing when they was doing all the talking?
That's what gets me. Nikhil said, "You're right, Reverend Ellison. An enemy will show their hand. A so-called friend will stab you hard."
Yes, yes, yes. You know,
But if you,
you ever heard
well,
that? You ever heard that saying? And it's true. It's not really a saying. It's an action. Little kids. When you get around certain little kids, they treat you different
mm-hmm,
because of what you and the parent going through. That's because they
mm-hmm,
don't sit down and heard them people
mm-hmm,
talk about you.
mm-hmm,
It's the same way with us grown folk.
mm-hmm,
If you listen to a person talk about somebody enough,
mm-hmm,
you will start feeling some kind of way about that person and you don't even know nothing about them.
mm-hmm.
And then this is the danger part. Some people don't like you just because they don't have a reason. You ain't never did nothing to them. They just don't. They just don't like to see you coming. They don't like to hear you open up your mouth. They
Mm-hmm.
just don't like you just because.
Mm-hmm.
I've had some folk that just don't like Reverend Ellison and don't know nothing about me,
Mm-hmm.
but hate to see me coming.
Mm-hmm.
All right, your turn. What you got?
I got so many things running through my head. I really do. I got so many things running through my head because you are saying such good stuff, and we act like we don't have a brain.
Mm-hmm.
We act like we can't think for ourselves. We
Mm-hmm.
act like we always got to have somebody else's opinion. Well, Pastor Ellison, what do you think about this? Well, Peanut Butter, what do you think about her? Well, Jelly, what do you think about him? Well, why not ask God about them?
Exactly.
Why not ask God about them? Why not allow the spirit that God has put in you um to show you a person?
Mm-hmm.
But or better still, why not go to that person and ask that person? Now you know I'll do that in a minute. You got a problem with me?
Mm-hmm.
Not step up to you what you say.
Mm-hmm.
And
Where's
I
that
know,
accountability?
huh?
Where's the accountability? You come up and ask me, and depending on who you ask, they're gonna say, no, 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 I don't have no problem with you.
Mm,
I don't have no problem with you. But they're lying.
they lying.
They're
And you
lying.
know they lying
And you
because
know
their
they're lying.
actions have changed.
Yeah, their actions have changed. But I'm gonna tell you one of them good old ones that mama used to say, sweep the dust from under your feet and keep right on going. Leave them right there where they are.
Well, now, yes,
Yes.
but some people, you just they just now this person that stopped talking to you, they haven't they haven't spread your name. They haven't did anything to hurt you.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody can come back and tell you anything they said. They just shut down, and it hurts your heart because you love that person. So it's hard to shake the dust off of your feet and move on when you genuinely love that person. But what my problem is, and not with everybody, but with those who have really captured my heart, if you if your actions change, it's gonna bother me. It's gonna
Yeah.
bother me
Naturally it should.
until God delivers me from that. And because I've had some things that happen here recently, and I asked God. I said, God, my heart is hurting, and the only person now that can help me is you. You understand what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So a person don't have to physically do anything to you or scandalize your name, but because they can't tell you what it is, it's hurtful. Quan says sometimes you have to love people from afar, from a long with a long handled spoon. That's true.
Mm-hmm.
But
I heard
Pastor,
you. I heard you. I heard you, and I heard you. But I'm so past taking a lot of energy into people who don't want to accept accountability for how they feel.
Mm-hmm.
I pray for them because prayer is what the same way that you need to help, they
Mm-hmm.
need to help too. And
Mm-hmm.
so the only one that can help them like you is God. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to take my energy and just pray for them through God. And I'm going to stop asking the questions, especially, and when I say that, it's especially for those folk that have turned on me or start feeling some kind of way about me because of something else somebody said.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I can deal with you a little better if it's something that I may have said and you took it the wrong way. But if you're in with somebody, just say you in with somebody who don't like me, but we like each
Mm-hmm.
other. So you're in the middle of the two of us.
Mm-hmm.
And you're taking something that they're saying about me, and now your feelings for me have changed, then I
Mm-hmm.
have to just pray from you for afar. Because the Bible says in Second Corinthians, come you from amongst them. So
Mm-hmm.
God has given me a way to escape. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing good. Come you from amongst them and be ye separated. Because if
Mm-hmm.
you allow the people to just put stuff in your ear or put stuff in your
Mm-hmm.
spirit about me, and
Mm-hmm.
you don't care to share with me how you're feeling, then
Mm-hmm.
there's nothing that I can do at this point to change that if you don't want to take accountability for how you're feeling and how you're feeling about me. So yeah, only thing I can do for you at that point is pray for you. I can't. There's nothing else I can do
Well,
because
tell me how you will handle this situation. We're talking about accountability, everybody. Well, someone called me today and they said, have I done anything to you? I hadn't heard from them. I said, yes, you have. I said, but I had to deal with it because if I would have dealt with it when it first happened, it wouldn't have been good.
mhm,
It wouldn't have been good. Well, when I told them what my issue was, that was the end of the story. I mean, they went completely off. So if if I offended you and
mhm,
I can't, you asked me a question, I was just giving you an answer. If I can't express to you how I feel, then how would you handle that? I'm gonna read this and then I want you to give me the answer to that.
okay,
Okay.
mhm,
Evangelist Paula said, this is the question. What if you come in contact with someone and you get the vibe there's something about them, but at the time you pick up something, but at the time you pick up something in your spirit about them, but at the moment you can't quite pick up what it is. Do you understand what she's trying to say?
mhm, mhm,
Okay. All
mhm.
right. Answer them two questions. Um,
Okay, I'm gonna answer hers first, and then I
okay.
get yours. With yours, when God give you the gift of a discerning the spirit, then He may not give you the answer right away. So you
Mm-hmm.
have to be patient and just wait for God to reveal it all to you.
Mm-hmm.
And when you are in need of that, then
Mm-hmm.
that's when you ask Him to make it plain because I'm
Mm-hmm.
not understanding. Make
Mm-hmm.
it plain, and
Mm-hmm.
God will reveal it to you if it's something there. Now,
Mm-hmm.
what we tend to do as saints of God when it comes to discerning the spirit or knowing that it's something that's there, and we can't quite, what we love to say, put our finger on it,
Mm-hmm.
we tend to overlook the first thing that God is putting in front of us. So to
Mm-hmm.
answer your question, wait for God, wait patiently for Him, because the
Mm-hmm.
Bible says, "Whatever you sow, that shall you reap." So whatever it is that they got going on, it's gonna come out. But
Mm-hmm.
you have to wait patiently and
Mm-hmm.
just ask God to make it plain and make it clear so that you
Mm-hmm.
can understand exactly what's there.
Mm-hmm.
And when He show it to you, don't second guess it. A lot of times we second guess. We give benefit of doubt.
Mm-hmm.
We give second chances, three and four, five chances. But
Mm-hmm.
when God has made something very plain to us, we need to accept what God has given us.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully that helped. If not, put in comments if you need me to come back on that one.
Mm-hmm.
To you, Reverend Coleman, the person that called you and asked for that,
Mm-hmm.
They didn't want it. They couldn't handle it.
Mm-hmm.
You gave them exactly what they asked for, but they
Mm-hmm.
could not handle it. So guess what? That's off you. That's off of you because you told them the truth. They were not ready to accept accountability for how they made you feel or whatever the issue was. So
Mm-hmm.
now that's off of you. You don't owe another explanation. That's it because you've told them, and it was up to them to accept it. I don't know
Mm-hmm.
why people go looking for the truth and then when it's given, they don't want it. Don't ask me.
So you don't think I was too blunt? Because that's what most people have problems with me for. Because and I acknowledge it. I've gotten better, but I'm still blunt.
Mm-mm. No. Let me tell you something real
Be
quick.
honest with me now.
I am because what you just said you did, I did the same thing about maybe 3-4 months ago.
Mm-hmm.
There was an issue that came up. At the time, I could not say something to it
Mm-hmm.
because if I would have, it would not have been that nice.
Mm-hmm.
It wouldn't have been. I think I would have been acting more out of anger. And one
Mm-hmm.
thing that I know is that once something is said, you can't take what you say back. You can't take it back. Words is words.
Mm-hmm.
So I waited. I waited.
Mm-hmm.
And then I said, I need to have a conversation with you. And I made sure that I told him, this is how you made me feel.
Mm-hmm.
Now, whether that was your intentions or not,
Mm-hmm.
that's how you made me feel. Because one thing about the way somebody make you feel is your feelings. And there's no right or wrong to that. They
Mm-hmm.
can't say, I didn't make you. Yes, you did make me feel like that. Now, whether you intended to or not, that's how it made me feel.
Mm-hmm.
So I did exactly the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
And guess what? When we got finished with that conversation, we went back to the way we were before the event even happened.
Mm-hmm.
So, see, it all depends on the person. The person that came to you did not come to you with a genuine concern. They came wanting you to fluff and fold them. They didn't come looking for the truth. They came and didn't get what they wanted to hear. So now they upset. But God don't equip accountability like that. If you would have fluffed and fold, which I know you ain't, you're in a fluff and folder. But if you would have, then your accountability would have been flushed down the toilet.
Mm-hmm.
Because now you're not taking true accountability for the situation that had happened. So that person didn't call you with a genuine concern, wanting to know what happened.
Mm-hmm.
They wanted you to fluff and fold the situation. Because it's the same situation, yours and mine, but it was two different results. They don't want the truth.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Still hurts though. To know you can't. I mean, why waste your energy, like you said in one of your comments earlier, calling me if you didn't want me to give you my honest answer?
Well,
No, if a person really know me, they know it. Now you ask for it. Now, if you don't ask for it, I might not even say nothing. But if you call and ask me, okay, just like if you got on a dress and you call and say, Loretta, did you like my dress I had on Sunday? I said, no, I thought it was ugly. You can't get upset with me because you asked me the question.
right. But people don't know how to take accountability. People don't know how to take accountability. We have lost all respect for the word accountability. We have lost all respect, all focus, all know-how, all get up on taking accountability. Some people feel so much better when they can push the blame on somebody else. I didn't do it.
How do you handle people that say, I don't have to be accountable to nobody but God? You can't hold me accountable. The only person I have to be accountable to is God. I've heard a lot of people say that.
I'm going to give you this verse here I'm looking at right here in Galatians 6 and 7, Galatians 6 chapter 7 and 8, where it says, do not be deceived. God is not mocked, for whatever man soweth, that shall he reap. So you can think that you ain't got to be accountable and do me all kind of ways if you want to. But you're right. God see and God know.
Mm-hmm.
He see and he knows. So whatever you sow to me, whatever you do to me,
Mm-hmm.
you're going to have to answer to him.
Mm-hmm.
So whether you think you don't have to be accountable to me or be nice to me or treat me a certain kind of way, you mistaken. You're going to give an account for everything that you do, whether it's good or bad or in between.
Mm-hmm.
Some folk think all I got to do is answer to God. God has this thing fixed where it even says obey the law of the land.
Mm-hmm.
What is that scripture that says do unto others as you would have them do unto you?
Mm-hmm.
So that doesn't give you the sense of needing to be accountable.
Mm-hmm.
You know, who she's on it.
Yeah, she's on it tonight.
Anything was offensive. Some people are so caught up in their own self, and I hate privileged folk. They so caught up in their own self, Reverend Coleman, till they don't ever see the wrong that they do or say.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I don't learn to be intentional.
Mm-hmm.
See, I don't hold general conversations, just say you and a whole bunch of people in the room, and I make a general conversation towards something that you did or said. No, I'm going to be intentional with what you did and what you said that was offensive to me, because you may be so caught up in your own self to where you don't think you did or said nothing wrong. So when I say something in a group about what you did or said that offended me, you're going to say, well, she ain't talking about me. Because you're so caught up. You so past your own self, who think you above all, that you don't do no wrong.
She said exactly what you told me. They probably got upset because you told them the truth. They didn't expect you to tell them the truth.
No. And see, and I think some of the folk that you say know you, they know of you, but they don't know you. Because whoever that was on that line don't know you. They know of you. They know some things about you. But they came on their line looking for you to say something different, to do something different. And when they didn't get what they wanted, they were upset. They were upset. I appreciate our relationship. I appreciate when you can tell me exactly how I made you feel, or something I said or something I did. And I said, well, Loretta, you know, but we haven't always been like that. But I can accept the genuineness of where we are now. And if something was to change, then I would pick up the phone and call you. I would say, Loretta, what's going on? What happened? And whatever you tell me, because I know you, I would accept it. I couldn't get upset about it. If you did anything any different, then I would be looking a little funny. Like, this ain't the same Loretta. Put on your big girl panties and forget about it.
But you know, that's not that easy to do, Alberta. It's the truth, but it's not that easy to do sometimes, because sometimes, come on now, let's do the human side of us. Sometimes we wonder, well, what did I do? I tried to be as honest with them as possible. Ain't none of us perfect. All of us will make mistakes. All of us will say or do some things sometimes that we have no business doing. But again, you can't correct it if you don't know what you did.
You know,
you can't.
No, you can't. You can't correct it. But I've gotten so I don't know how to explain it, because it's hard to explain. But where I'm at right now, Reverend Coleman, I almost know when I've done something. I almost know when I've said something, because I instantly say I shouldn't have said that. Or I shouldn't have did that way. I instantly know.
Oh God. I need help then. Y'all need to pray for me. And I know when I do wrong. Just like today, now I'm gonna make you laugh. And I'm at me and my sister in the car. And I'm at a train. And the lights flashing. And I saw the train from a distance. And they just truck behind me. I need prayer. Okay. I need prayer, y'all. I need prayer. Blowing his horn, talking about, go ahead, go ahead. I stuck my hand out that one. I said, if you come and go around. But I was, you know how we do when we get mad.
Yeah.
I said, come on, you come on. Now I was dead wrong. And then slowed down after the train. We went cross and was waiting for him to come beside me to say something. I was wrong. I was short fused. But I was me. But that was wrong. Would you not say so?
So you said that was you.
That's what me, but I was wrong. My attitude was wrong. Even though he was laying on that horn, some white dude, like he gonna make me go cross in front of him because the train was way down there. So and I was gonna get out in the car. God, I wish my sister was on here. I was gonna get out in the car and tell him, come on.
Oh, Loretta.
I'm ashamed. I'm really ashamed. But I accept the accountability that I was wrong. Mm-hmm. And I asked the Lord to forgive me. Mm-hmm. Understand?
Yeah.
So, although I was wrong and I asked the Lord to forgive me, if the wrong person would have saw that, they would have deemed me not to be a Christian. I would be more so like a gangster to them. Mm-hmm. I'm waiting. Are you reading? You can read if you want to.
I was reading what Quan had up there. But you know what? That word Christian, I label myself as a sinner saved by grace. I'm just a sinner saved by grace. A sinner saved by grace. Y'all can call me a Christian. Y'all can call me whatever y'all want to call me, but I'm just a sinner saved by grace. Because I'm telling you, I'm a sinner saved by grace, Reverend Coleman. That's all I can tell you. And I'm going to put it into your hearing. You just a sinner saved by grace.
You're right, Dorothy. That was really dangerous what I did in today's world.
That's my mother right there. Hey, mother.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that was kind of dangerous. Mm-hmm. So I had to accept accountability and ask the Lord to forgive me. Because the person went on, they wouldn't even look my way when they passed by because they knew they were dealing with a crazy.
You don't scare the man, Loretta.
Oh God, they probably said, "What's wrong with that woman? Something wrong with her."
Loretta, you don't scare the man.
When a person thinks or chooses to feel they're never wrong, and again, a lot of times people choose to let things go and not address it, so they come in contact with a person that will address it and completely throws them off. Well, that is true. Like I threw that man in that truck off.
Yeah.
But it was still wrong. It was still wrong. I was wrong.
But you accept accountability for that.
Yeah.
You accept accountability, and you'll probably think twice before you do it again. Right?
Yes, I'm gonna ask the Lord to help me. Oh God, help me, Jesus. I know it.
Yeah.
But I think it's still no excuse. But it was still bothering me by the ape thing. Mm-hmm. You know, you can't say but so much. The video with the two apes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I think that was still bothering me. And he just happened to be the wrong color for me.
Uh-huh.
But it's still no excuse to do what I did.
No.
I take full. I didn't act like no minister. I didn't act like I went to church, period.
You act like a sinner saved by grace. That's what you act like, a sinner saved by grace.
Oh
Thank you,
God,
Jesus.
have mercy.
Thank you,
You
Jesus.
know?
A sinner
Well, at
saved by
least I'm being
grace.
honest about it. I'm being
Yeah,
honest about it.
yeah, yeah. Take full accountability.
Got to take
Full
it. I
accountability.
really, yeah, yeah, yeah,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
yeah.
And
And the
if he
devil
would,
didn't make me do that. You know, like we say, the devil made me do it. The devil
that
didn't
part.
make me do that. Pastor, you are right. If we look at ourselves and evaluate ourselves, we are saved by grace.
Yeah.
Thank you, Miss Martin. Johnny May said, just be thankful it wasn't a real mean person because there's no telling what they would have done. It's some crazy people in this world. Well, I was saved by his grace, as Pastor
Yeah.
Ellison would say,
Sinner
because
saved
God
by
said,
grace.
Lord, that's my child, but let me cover her. Because I'm telling
Yeah.
you, I was in that. Can you imagine somebody behind you just laying on their horn and you sitting there looking at the train?
Mm-hmm. I did the same thing, Reverend Coleman, in Atlanta. I got out. We went
In Atlanta?
we was in Atlanta, Georgia. We were in Atlanta. We stopped at the station. We were two vans coming back from a cruise. The church had went on the cruise.
Mm,
And we were coming back, and I got out. The wrong color
mm,
was messing with us.
mm-hmm.
And I got out and went and knocked on their window.
What?
Yes, ma'am. I got out and knocked on their window. It was at the gas pump. We was at the gas pump, and I walked around and went and knocked on their window and said, "Who you talking to?" By that time, everybody in the van had got out, and so they had don't took off.
Mm-hmm.
But that was dangerous for me to do that. But sinner saved by grace. Sinner saved by grace.
Oh, God, help me, Lord.
And so once I got everybody back in the van, I took accountability that I should not have done that.
Mm-hmm.
Because I had everybody in an uproar because they were following me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't went to the people to the people truck, knock on the window.
Oh, Lord. Yeah, road rage can be very dangerous.
It sure can.
Miss Martin said, I remember that episode.
What's her name?
Yes,
Hazel?
you did.
That was Hazel. Miss Hazel, we wasn't on the road. We were stopped. So I ain't gonna call that road rage. We was at the gas station.
Mm-hmm. Now, did you take accountability and go back?
I took accountability. I said I should have never.
Did you go back and told them that?
I went back and told the
the people that you knocked on the window.
Oh, I couldn't tell them. They took off. They were gone.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no, they took off. Because once I went to them and knocked on the window, everybody else came out like a raid. It was just, they felt like they was finna get it.
Mm-hmm.
So I had removed myself so they can come with me, and I took accountability because everybody was with me. Now, did I act like a pastor? Probably not. But I was a sinner saved by grace. You can call me whatever you want to, but I was a sinner saved by grace and mercy.
When you said something, why do people think that pastors don't get upset? Or why they think that pastors have to take what other people won't take?
I don't know why they put us over in that category. I don't know why they do that. They forget that we bleed blood. Our heart beat just like theirs. We have feelings. We have emotions. We have likes. We have dislikes. We have problems. We have aches. We have pains. We have issues. We have everything that the next man gonna have. But for some reason, they think that we are to overlook our emotions, our feelings, how people treat us. We're not supposed to have. We're not supposed to feel no kind of way. We're not supposed to feel no kind of way when you're out there talking about us. You're a pastor. You don't care what nobody. Yeah, it bothers me that people talk about me. But how I handle it is another thing. So don't think that there is no emotions or anything attached to how you're talking about me or how you may feel about me. Don't think that.
Well, what do you think about when they say about turning the other cheek?
I don't know about that. We have to come back and do another. Let me pray on that. Then we have to come back and do another show on that one.
Well, somebody asked me that on not this show, but another show. They asked me what I think, and I said if they slap me on the right, I'm gonna turn and let them slap me on the left.
You
and then yeah, I said, but what they get after that is gonna be the problem.
Okay, see that's that one right there.
But this is healing because you're taking accountability for your actions. This is good. I know you were at the gas station, but I was just saying in general about road rage. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. But I like that answer. I like that. Turn the other cheek, and then I don't know what's gonna happen after I turn that one.
But
I like that.
Should I take accountability for saying that to them? I meant it.
Yeah, well, as long as you mean what you say, you don't take accountability for
was it right? See, I'm trying to learn how to say things the right way.
Well, let me ask you this then, since we're talking about saying things the right way. What use in saying things the right way when you don't mean it?
Huh?
What in the use in saying things the right way if you don't mean it?
What you say now?
What in the use in saying things the right way and you don't mean it? Because me and you both know.
I can't do it. I can't say what you want me to say. I can't. I'm not one of those. That's why I'm not. I probably don't have two friends. I'm not going to say what you want me to say. I'm not going to do what you do because the clique do it or this group do it. I'm not doing that. I'm going to be me.
Right. So how else can you say if you slap me, I'm gonna turn the other cheek and slap you back? How else can you say that? But how you mean?
Well, it don't sound good coming from an ordained minister. It really don't. It don't sound good. But I meant every word.
Oh, okay.
But you know what I'm saying. It somebody could be sitting over there watching me. And they contemplating coming to church, and then they hear me talking about gangster fighting, because that's what it would be.
Okay, say it how you said it again. Tell me how you said it again.
I said, if they slap me on my right, I'm going to turn to the left and let them slap me on my left. But what they get afterwards, they're going to wish they had slapped me on either one.
Oh, see now me, I probably say if you slap me on my right, I'm gonna turn to my left and let you slap me there, and ain't no telling what's gonna happen after that.
They think because one has a title, they shouldn't be human. They look at everyone that has a title should be perfect. Well, that's true.
Yes.
But I got a cast iron walking stick I keep in my car. I mean cast iron. Almost like a wash spot cast iron. And I got a baseball bat.
Loretta. Loretta.
Well, I don't have no gun. I don't have a gun.
You want me to tell you what? You want me to tell you what my nickname is?
What's that?
Pistol packing pastor.
Pistol packing pastor.
Exactly. I'm licensed to carry. Pistol packing pastor. And I know somebody gonna take that and run with it.
Yeah, Miss Martin say PPP.
That's right.
Pistol packing pastor.
Exactly. License.
Well, you almost. Really, everybody need to have one, but especially a pastor, because number one, they think you got money.
Exactly.
And if you have on any kind of jewelry, they might, it can be that costume jewelry, and they think it's real, and they might try to. So a pastor got to be able to protect themselves. You understand what?
Yes.
Suppose that pastor, Lord, this is a sensitive topic, but at Emmanuel would have had a gun, or a deacon would have had a gun.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they could have saved at least one or two lives.
Maybe they could have, and they own too, and their own.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And I
So,
don't think they would have went to jail a day, not one day.
oh, so she only have my tongue, and you can only get one cheek.
Ah,
So
okay.
she gonna probably tell you about yourself from amazing grace to a floating opportunity.
And that she will do.
Okay, then.
That
Okay,
she will do.
and sometimes that's just worse than a lick.
It yes, you're
Yes.
absolutely right.
Mm-hmm.
Words can, you see those chefs, that professional chefs that slice them onions real fast and dice
Uh-huh.
them. That's how
Mm-hmm.
your heart can be. Somebody
Yes.
can dice you. Somebody can say something that'll dice your heart just like
Nice
that.
your heart. Tear it
Just
up.
just tear it up into pieces. And sometimes only by the grace of God you get through that. What they said
Yes.
to you. Only
Yes.
by the grace of God you get through that.
You know,
That's
people,
why you said earlier, you can't take words back once you spit them out.
once you spit them out, it's over. And sometimes words hurt more
Yes.
than you just hit me.
Yes. I know that, right? My church had got security. You can't trust anyone these days. And that's the truth.
That's exactly right.
That it's really true. Now that's
Hmm.
true.
That's
You
true.
should,
That's true.
you shouldn't have to have guns when you go to worship service.
No,
Shouldn't have to.
you shouldn't.
But
Mm-mm.
using wisdom, you got to have security.
You got to. You
Like
got
that
to.
there man went down there to Jamal Bright Church.
Hmm.
You saw that, right?
Yeah, you standing out there with all that back and forth.
In the lobby. You don't,
Yeah,
nobody didn't know what that man was getting ready to do.
right.
So
Exactly.
you got to protect yourself. And you got
Hmm.
to protect your church. So go to choir rehearsal and stuff like that. Lock them doors. Don't we can't leave them doors. Used to, Pastor Ellison, we used to leave the doors open
You
to get
leave
air.
them open. Hmm.
You can't do
Can't
that
do it.
now.
You can't do it now. The Bible said, "Watch as well as pray."
Mm-hmm.
So everybody in the church when it's prayer time don't need their head down and eyes closed. Somebody need
Mm-hmm.
to be watching.
Mm-hmm.
It said, "Watch as well as pray."
Mm-hmm.
So at Wim Street, somebody got their eyes open. A couple
Mm-hmm.
folks is watching while prayer is going on
Mm-hmm.
because we have to.
Absolutely.
We have to.
Absolutely.
We
I
have to.
don't know who it is, and then I'm gonna let you do I'm gonna let you do a summary of what we should have learned tonight about accountability. But it was last week. I don't know what preacher I was listening to, but it was somebody on Facebook. He said, "Yeah, I'm up here preaching, but you can better believe I got my pistol in my pocket."
Mhm.
He said, "Because if I can get them before they get me, they gonna get God." Now, some people cringe when he said that. He said, "Well, y'all can do that if you want to." He said, "I'm gonna protect me."
Mhm. Mhm. The way that the society is nowadays, people don't like to take accountability for
Mm-hmm.
what they do. I was telling my daughter about like the gangs and the people, the high crime with black on black and the shooting and all of that. I never understood, and if anybody could help me, I would appreciate it. I never understood how they can be so gangster and shoot up something and then run.
Yeah.
How you can kill somebody and then don't want to take accountability for what
Mm-hmm.
you've done.
Mm-hmm.
I never understood that. I
Mm-hmm.
never understood that.
Mm-hmm.
You
That
can,
is something to think about.
yeah, you can shoot up a whole house. Be
Mm-hmm.
just as bold to do it, and then run from the police because you don't want to get caught, but you
Mm-hmm.
did. And if you get caught,
Mm-hmm.
then you deny it.
Mm-hmm.
Where's your accountability?
Where's your accountability?
Where is your accountability?
Mm-hmm.
But most of all, Reverend Coleman, we as outside of the shooting, outside of protecting ourselves with from any violence or anything like that, just everyday living, we got to learn to just take accountability. Take accountability for what we say, accountability for what we do, accountability for how we may have made somebody feel. If you know that what you did wasn't right, own up to it. Own up to it. Accountability comes responsibility. You can't be responsible if you're not able to handle accountability. And that's where we're lacking. We're lacking a lot in accountability. You're right, a coward. A lot of us have coward spirits to where we don't want to say what we need to say. We don't want to do what needs to be done. We just rather just take the low way out and just let whatever it is be whatever it is. But that's not the way that it should be. We need to take accountability and accept responsibility for everything that we say, everything that we do, and everything that we don't do, and don't say. We know when we're wrong.
Yes.
We
We
know.
really do. Yes.
Yeah. You can sit there and lie and say, I didn't know. Yeah, you know. We know. The closer you get to God, the more you should realize how messed up you are. And one thing about him, when you get close to him, it don't take you long to know when you've done something you ain't had no business doing. Almost instantly after you've done it or said it, you know you ain't had no business doing or said it, just like you did.
But pride won't let you apologize.
Pride, it won't let you apologize. It won't let you accept your wrong. You will walk away from people that you've been in long relationship with because of your pride. And that's a dangerous thing. Pride is a dangerous thing when we get too prideful and too puffed up.
Wow. This has been really good to me. I'm going to bring you on again next month. I hope you don't get tired of me, but I want you to address the issue on can you have how can you have trust for somebody if you don't communicate with them?
You can.
Communication is everything.
Yeah, communication is it.
Now you're going to have to remember that.
I got you.
Because communication can solve a lot of problems.
It sure can. Just open up your mouth.
It can solve a lot of problems.
Open up your own self mouth and communicate. Don't allow me to assume. Don't allow me to overthink. Don't allow me to just put words in your mouth. Open up your own self mouth and communicate. Open up your mouth. Tell me how you feel. Open up your mouth and tell me what you didn't like. Open up your mouth and tell me what you like. If we would do that, communication opens up a lot of stuff, a lot of room for. It opens up the door for more love, for more understanding, better friendships. Communication. I got you. I'm writing it down. I'll be ready.
Yeah. And so that's Women's History Month. So that'll be good. And I'll send you the date. I'm filling out my calendar tonight.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll send you the date because I want that. We may stay on over an hour because we really, especially women, we have problem communicating with one another.
Yeah.
We really do.
Because you may feel like what I may know and communicate to you may put you ahead of me.
Yes. Yeah.
And we have a problem with leveling up with one another. We always want to be the one that's on the top. But for me at William Street, when I go up, I want everybody in there to go up with me. come on and go up with me.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever I can get, I want them to know that the Lord can bless them with it just as well.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
females, we have issues with that. We don't want people to level up with us. We want to be the one on the top.
That's so sad, ain't it?
That's sad. It's sad, and it's sad, and it gets depressing.
And I hate to say this because it's not going to sound good, but I'm going to say it anyway. And some of the worst ones is in the church.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
They jealous and they always keep stuff going behind the scene. And the thing is, they think you don't know what they're doing.
They think you don't know.
Mm-hmm. Oh, this gonna be good. Yeah, what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a special.
Okay.
Hey, we're gonna do a special because we need help. We refuse to fix each other's crown. Listen. Anyway, we'll talk about that next month because see, we'll be on here another hour. But we got to learn how to celebrate each other and stop trying to dig these dishes. Listen, God shows me things too. And you know, some people think that God only shows certain people stuff, but God shows me things too. That's why I won't let everybody hug me. Because you can't hug me and love me and talk about me at the same time. You understand what I'm saying? And I really don't like. Huh? Wow.
Don't you go into our conversation? You finna go take us over into the community.
Okay.
You better go away.
Okay, all right. Thank you.
We're gonna be here till 9 o'clock. You better go on now.
Listen, I had leaned back and I was getting ready to really have it because, you know, you think I don't know, but I really do know. I mean, I'm gonna close with this. Ain't nothing slow about me but my walk.
That's all right.
And I wouldn't be slow in my walk if it wasn't for the knee replacement. But there ain't nothing slow about me but my walk.
That's right.
I mean, act like I don't know what's going on, but I ain't no dummy. I know exactly what you're doing. I know the games you playing.
Yeah.
But see, God sees that too. That's what they don't realize. God sees everything we do. He reads every text message we send. He hears every conversation we have. So, okay, God, you take care of that.
Protect me from my friends. I can handle my enemies. Look out for frenemies.
Put that on Facebook, and I'm gonna share it on my page.
Got you. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, everybody, thank you so very much for coming out tonight. I'm so wound up. Pastor Ellison, thank you. Visit her church, Greater New William Street Baptist Church, 5808 Middleton.
5408 Middleton Street. Services start at 11 with the awesome praise team and the bad musicians. And then we start worship service at 11:30. If you can't catch us, then we're on 95.7 every Sunday at 6:30 p.m.
And you Facebook Live.
And Facebook Live, yes.
Okay. And them ladies over there can cook, by the way. They can cook. Okay, everybody have a good night. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you again. You can sign yourself out. Love you too.
All right, good night.
All right.